Hey guys, what's going on? So I hope everyone's having a good weekend. And I'm busy this weekend. I just put my kids to bed, and I thought I'd stop in on the internet and see what was going on. See if Atheism Defended had the stones to answer to some of the stuff that I pointed out in my video. And apparently not. Apparently he's once again sidestepping the topic that I've brought up this time. I brought up a topic for debate. You know, is it insulting to gay people to use a lisp, you know, in your videos like that? I think that's a valid topic. I think it's also a valid topic of, not citing your sources when making claims about the Bible. I think that's a valid topic. Either he doesn't have the intellectual fortitude to sit down and address these things directly, or he's afraid to. This video here is basically some third party, some third person, and I have yet to see any evidence that this is an actual person. I went to the channel and let's check it out. And yeah, there's no videos. It's just a playlist of other people's videos. So I'm gonna say to Mr. Dennett, why don't you have the stones to address me directly? Why are you using Atheism Defended? You're basically allowing him to sidestep what I have questioned him on. Is that okay with you? Is it okay that he's using you as a tool to avoid the things that I think need addressing? And how come you haven't done your own video, or left me a PM, or left me a comment, so that we could have this exchange between you and I? Why is there a third party involved? I think that's interesting. You're not really showing me that you're really worth taking the time to answer, for a couple of reasons. First of all, you don't show your face, and you don't do your own videos. And for all I know, you could be some sock account of someone else, just trying to waste my time. I hope you can appreciate that. I've had many people do that, and it's, just a waste of my time. And second of all, anybody who's genuinely interested in the topics that you bring forth, or supposedly you bring forth, that Atheist Defended reiterates, if you're genuinely interested in finding out what theologians say, the internet is a great resource to find that information. And my question to you is why would you want me to do the research that you could do and make a video about it? Do I owe you an explanation for these things? Do I owe Atheism Defended an explanation for these things? I would say no, that I don't. And while I'm contemplating answering these questions, because I've already looked into them a little bit, and they're easy to answer. It just depends on whether or not you would accept the answer, and I think it boils down to an interpretation of Scripture. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure this stuff out. And so I'm hesitant because, is this another setup? Is this another dishonest, slow pitch to try and make some other claim not related to the actual Scriptures? I'd like to know. I'd like you to make your own video so that I could address you personally. That's what I'd like. And if you're not willing to do that, then I don't think your questions warrant answering. Especially after I made a video, a 17-minute video, pointing out some very serious topics to Atheism Defended, and he's going to use you as a scapegoat. You realize that that's dishonest, right? You realize that it's, well, it's a lot of things. Most of all, it's dishonest. The question that I posed in my video is that should we take Atheism Defended seriously? And by putting a little bit of pressure on him, I think it's becoming more and more evident that we shouldn't. That he's just a rambling man who's angry at religion and, throwing wild punches at religious people just for the sake of satisfying his own strange fetish, if you will. So, Atheism Defended. I'd like to see you answer some of my questions and some of the things that I pose. I mean, don't you think that it's a little bit offensive to speak with a lisp like that? And don't you think it's offensive to gay people? And more importantly, don't you think that if you're going to say anything about the Bible, if you're going to say anything in regards to its authenticity, don't you think you should cite your sources? I mean, isn't this something that skeptical thinkers do? Is regardless of the topic, they're skeptical until they see evidence. Don't you think that that's something that you should be adhering to? Or are you above that? I'd really like to know the answers to these questions. And I would happily accept a video response relevant to my video. You set this video as a video response to my video, which to me is another bait and switch. It's I don't want to talk about that stuff because I look like a jackass, so let me throw this together and try to sidestep everyone and sidetrack everyone. And what I see is that it's worked. I mean, let's look at this. I think this is interesting. 14 people, 93 views, and 14 people up-thumb this. And I'm going to go ahead and say that these 14 people, I think have been duped by you. They don't see your dishonesty. And by the way, Disposablegorilla is one word, bro. It's a character, and it's one word. So in the future, if you're going to put my name in the title and you want the tags to line up and you want to get the views from it, make it one word. Pro tip. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be busy with my kids. I'll see you guys beginning of the week, and we'll go from there. Cheers.